Buses have an 8-light system, which identifies the vehicle as a school bus. School bus drivers turn on the yellow warning lights a minimum of 100 feet prior to the bus stopping. This is to warn drivers that the bus is preparing to stop. The red lights begin flashing when the school bus is stopped for the purpose of loading or unloading children. Every approaching vehicle must stop. Vehicles can't proceed until the bus deactivates its red flashing lights and resumes motion. There are 3 basic types of school bus stopping procedures. The most common situation is roadway stopping. During roadway stopping, the bus driver activates the yellow flashing warning signals a minimum of 100 feet before bringing the bus to a full stop. Then the driver activates the red flashing lights as the bus picks up or discharges passengers. All vehicles must stop. Another situation is what we identify as deceleration-acceleration stopping. The deceleration or acceleration lanes are the extra traveled portion of the roads that allow a vehicle to enter or exit a side street or neighborhood. The bus activates its yellow warning lights as it pulls into the lane, and when the bus comes to a full stop, the driver activates the red flashing lights as the bus picks up or discharges passengers. All vehicles must stop. The third procedure for stopping is off-roadway loading zone stopping. The loading zones refer to an area on or adjacent to a roadway or highway, but not on any traveled portion of the roadway. A school bus, when conducting a loading zone stop, will not utilize the alternating flashing warning signals. The school vehicle will activate its turn signal and move off the traveled portion of the road onto the shoulder. No students will cross the roadway in this situation. Once all the students have been loaded or unloaded, the bus driver will turn on the left signal and merge back into the flow of traffic.
I remember that I need to stop a minimum of 20 feet from the rear of a stopped school bus when I'm behind the bus, and a minimum of 20 feet from the front of the school bus when approaching it from the opposite direction. But are there any exceptions to the rule for not stopping for a school bus with its red flashing lights on?
The only exception to this rule is if the school bus is operating on a divided highway or roadway that has a physical separation barrier. Examples of physical barriers are a grass median, a concrete jersey wall, an island, or metal guardrails. Painted lines on the highway are not physical separation barriers. You must stop for a school bus when there is only painted lines dividing the highway.
When you see a yellow school bus on the road and the yellow warning lights begin flashing 100 feet prior to the bus stop,
prepare to stop, whether approaching the bus from the front or the rear.
When the red lights begin flashing, the bus will be stopped to load or unload children.
The driver of any vehicle must stop at least 20 feet from the front or the rear of the bus.
The only exception to this rule is if the school bus is operating on a divided highway or a roadway that has a physical separation barrier.
Painted lines aren't physical separation barriers.
Remember, when you see yellow warning lights on a school bus, you need to slow down and prepare to stop because the bus driver will soon activate the red flashing lights. And when you see buses' lights flash red, you need to stop. When children see the red lights come on, they assume that it is now safe and they can start to cross the street.
Not every child looks both ways before crossing the street, even though they've been taught to do so.
red means stop, so just do it.
Being careless may frighten, injure, or worse yet, kill a young child. You wouldn't ignore this sign, would you? Or this sign? So why would you ignore this sign? Stop means stop.